Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Sunday Morning Coffee with Lisa. I'm Spiritual Coach Lisa Hopp. It is Sunday, June 23rd, 2024. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you're well. Please stay cool, hydrated, take care of yourself. We've got the harshest weather happening right now, and it's so important to be centered in the moment and make sure that you're okay. For those of you new, welcome. Please be sure to check out my website at lisahopp.com for all about my upcoming events, my work, how to schedule an appointment, all the information. And if you ever have any questions about my work, please feel free to email me at serendityharbor@verizon.net. And for those of you who listen every week, and some of you do it very quietly and then let me know and make my day. Thank you so much. Thank you. Please, if you're listening to this on YouTube, please like, subscribe, and share. Anywhere you're listening to this, please share if you feel that it has helped you and that it can help others. I would appreciate it so very much. I'm going to be going larger soon with my work, and we're trying to reach more people, so whatever you can do to help me with that and help others through serving in that way, again, I would appreciate it so very much. I'm also on Instagram under Spiritual Coach Lisa Hopp, and I have a business page on Facebook under Lisa M. Hopp, Spiritual Coach and Medium. I think I pretty much covered it all. So it's time to begin the show. This week's topic started as a bit of a hodgepodge. If you listen to me before, you know that sometimes I don't come up with a topic until the morning of. Sometimes it's earlier. I'm always inspired, and it was a day where there were many things I want to talk about today. And I actually said to myself when I sat down to record this, do not digress too much. Because it's one of those times, it's one of those weeks where I have things to share that would, I think, be very helpful to you that are of various topics. But this topic I'm going to go to is very simple and important. So I said, just go there and try not to digress too much. But if I do, I channel. So you are meant to hear whatever is heard today. I love that, by the way. I'm already digressing. But it just happened again yesterday that I caught it while sitting with clients. I never speak accidentally when I am working with a client. When I tell a story, it is always the perfect story. And what I mean by telling a story is giving an example. And I don't know why I get the pop-up stories I get or the symbols I get to share. Like they just come out of nowhere. Well, I know why, because Spirit gives it to me. My guides give it to me. My intuition gives it to me. And so I share it, and then I find out it aligns perfectly. So I always say this, but I always get the validation that it's true. I never speak accidentally. I always am speaking as to how I'm supposed to speak. And so what you hear during this podcast is honestly, fully, completely what you are meant to hear. There are no accidents. And I am just so in awe of that. And I don't mean for myself in an egotistical way. I mean that universe, source, guides, angels, departed loved ones are so directing, so taking care of us and using me to help you, because that's my life purpose, that they will guide me on how to do it. They'll say, bring this up, talk about this. And sometimes I feel uncomfortable, often actually, because it's often a personal story. But I only share the personal story when I'm supposed to. As I said, it's guided. use that one. I was watching another spiritual worker. I just discovered them, and I'm not going to tell you who it is today. I just accidentally discovered them, and they are a medium, and they were doing the same thing. They were being interviewed on a podcast, and they, without understanding why, brought up, they got a picture and then talked about the picture. And the picture was completely aligned with evidence for the two hosts. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. It's like you don't know why you get a flash of something, or remember a story, or remember a person. You just know. It's like, go there. It's somehow aligned here. It's somehow going to provide further information. And I would like to think that happens in your own life. If you are asking a question within yourself or asking for more information, you may remember something. That's probably your answer. All right? And I don't mean remembering something that causes you, emotional pain, like a bad memory. I mean something that is aligned in some way with it, like a flash of a picture or a conversation with someone. That is often your answer, because Spirit answers us all the time. They answer us through numbers. They answer us through images. They answer us through conversations with strangers. They're always providing support to us, whether we realize it or not. I like to post on my Facebook page. I try to do it Monday through Friday. Sometimes I miss days depending on my life. But I just posted this the other day about this, and how Spirit help is with us whether we perceive them or not. And they are. We're never left alone for a moment, even if we don't perceive it, even if we don't feel it, even if we don't hear them, even if we don't see them. We're always being supported. We're always being protected. We're always being guided too. So it's very important, as I said before, to be centered in the moment, to have an awareness of what's happening around you, but also to have faith and to be calm as much as you possibly can. We worry so much when there's never a need to worry. You've always gotten through what you've gotten through, and you've been supported. Yes, you've been supported, even if it was challenging, even if you were brought to the brink. You have always had that support. So go back every once in a while. Look at those times where you didn't know how you'd make it, how you'd get through the hardest times, and that you did. And that was all right. No, we've had loss. We have had loss that we have had to endure. We have had battles. We have had moments where we're tested to the brink, but we have never been alone, and that's very important to keep in mind. So, switching away from that, segueing. The topic today is claim it. It's yours. Because you see, we're not only supported, we're not only protected, we're not only guided, but whatever we ask for is ours. They're just want to give it to us, but we have to allow. And I'm not necessarily, it's included, and I'm not necessarily talking just about material world, because think about it. If you were to ask your helpers, no matter who that is, for wealth, for money, you're not really asking for wealth or money. You're asking for peace. You're asking for freedom. You're asking for contentment. Right? It's a feeling. And so whatever you ask for, it is yours to have. Claim it. But yes, you can achieve all of that through abundance. It is yours to claim. You can achieve all of that through love. You can achieve health. All you have to do is say, it is mine, and feel it is mine, and walk around this world like it, like you already have it. Now, for those of you who are avid listeners, thank you so much again. One of the great spiritual teachers I love to listen to is Neville Goddard. And he has been passed for 50 years or more actually. But he was a great teacher in the 20th century, and he learned from other great teachers, spiritual masters, and contemporaries. And he has great teachings, books, Law of Abundance. There's so many. There's little tiny, like little books that almost can be like handbooks for you to carry around, like a personal prosperity helper. And then there's larger books, because he was a speaker and a well-known author. And I listen to him every day. And it is so helpful. And what I'm saying to you about claim it, it's yours, comes from him. But not just from him. It comes from the Bible. It comes from any contemporary teacher, such as Wayne Dyer, who was here, and one of my teachers, Mike Dooley, who is a New York Times bestselling author. The teachers of the movie The Secret that came out back in 2006, 2007, these are teachings that they got from teachers such as Neville Goddard. And so Florence Scovel Shinn is a great teacher, early 20th century. Napoleon Hill. There are so many keys. Wallace Wattles. I could go on and on of the teachers that are out there. But if you are one that is just based and feels more comfortable in more of religious text, you can find teachings right in the New Testament. Jesus was a great master teacher. That's how I've always known him. When I was a very small child and raised in a Catholic background, I just knew, I just accepted before anyone told me that he was a master teacher to earth. Some would call it an ascended master. And I was taught Son of God, and I have no issue with that, by the way. It's not that I have an issue with that. I just always saw him more as the master teacher, the great master teacher, the one that would lead us to heaven. All of us can be led to heaven through teachings. And so we have to make sure often not to misinterpret things, because it's very positive. It's very positive in what is taught. The golden rule, treating others as you wish to be treated. Ask and you shall receive. All of that comes from the Bible. So we can all learn from different places, but learn the same thing and live the same grand life. There is no issue. There is, no right way or wrong way. Some learn from A Course in Miracles, which is said to be channeled from Jesus. And there's some mighty fine lessons in there that do speak to some truthful matters. So wherever you are drawn, allow yourself to go towards it. The student is ever learning, and where you learn from can be ever changing. So I was just last night, because when I'm tired and late at night, that's the most wonderful time to listen to teachings, because it gets into your subconscious more. Your subconscious is more open to receiving the good stuff. It's like a self-hypnosis. And Neville last night was speaking about millionaire mindset. And the millionaire mindset is that you walk around feeling walking, even and acting. I don't want to say pretending necessarily, but if you have to fake it before you make it a little bit at first, that's all right. But you start there. You don't walk around going, please make me a millionaire, or please make me wealthy, and also I can't afford that. I don't know how to pay my bills. I'm scared. Now, is that normal and natural? Absolutely, no judgment. But as much as you possibly can, be centered in the moment of walking around like you've already claimed wealth and it's already done. You can do the same with love. You can do the same with health. If you want to heal something, you walk around as if it's already healed, no matter what a test says, no matter what a doctor says. You stay in the conviction of, I am healed. I am cured. I am well. I have done that, and it works wonders. But you have to keep with it. You have to put in the work, the discipline, and that's what Neville says. It can't be I pick it up, I tried it for a day, it's not working, I'm going to put it down and go back to my regular life. There has to be a discipline every day. This is what my life is. This is how it has been made. I am this, no matter what. And then you feel tremendous gratitude. Gratitude. As you walk around that moment, if you're out today where I am, it's hot. But there's a breeze. Enjoy the breeze. Enjoy the sun. Enjoy the moment. If you're drinking a wonderful beverage, even if it's water, gratitude. Whatever meal you're eating, be in the moment, be grateful. If you're with people that you love, be grateful. Milk it. And then also, Neville would say to you that you take action, but it's not forced action. It is natural action because you're walking around feeling as if it's done. So if you are wanting to acquire wealth and you're feeling health, if you want to acquire health, you're going to make natural changes to your diet. You're going to make natural lifestyle changes. Maybe you're going to walk more. Maybe you're going to stretch more. You don't claim it, feel it, and then sit on your buns. You take action. Perhaps you join something. Perhaps you join a walking club or do something like that. There is inspired action required. It's just like a team with knowing it's done. You're living the life, you see? You're living the life when it comes to love. Neville would tell you, as I would, walk around like love is already done. You already have the best friendships. People like you. You have a loving partner. It's done. You don't have to even have the visions. Just have the feeling. Just have the words. Just have the thoughts. But if you can apply some visioning to it, with your imagination in the morning and at night and throughout the day, that's wonderful. It adds to it. But having it done within you, you will then see it in your environment. It will arrive. It has to, because it's energy. And the energy you put out is the energy you receive back. Same with wealth, as I went to say before. You cannot have wealth if you feel poor. You cannot have wealth if you complain about what others have or are jealous of them. It won't happen. If it does in a brief, crazy moment, it will go away. Have gratitude for what you have now, while proclaiming with emotions, thoughts, and words what you want to see, which is, I am this now. And keep at it every day. If you slip for a moment, you get right back on it. Discipline, discipline, discipline. And then you will see that what you desire is then coming in. Sometimes it takes a lot of time. Sometimes it takes a brief amount of time. Sometimes it trickles in. Sometimes it comes all at once. Overnight, in a moment. That's why you have to ride the ride. You have to fasten your seatbelts, which is another thing that Neville says. You got to be willing to fasten the seatbelt and ride the ride. I'm probably paraphrasing with that one. But yes, that was what was said on his audio last night in interpretation and mostly words. I'm just not quoting exactly is what I mean. But yes, you stay with it. You go with it. You go with the twists. You go with the turns. When there's an obstacle, you don't see it as an obstacle. You see it as a learning curve. When there's a failure, you understand it wasn't meant to be yours because greater is coming. And we're switching up all the time. In my work, I will give you, if you come for what I call intuitive life coaching, I will give you the highest percentage of possibility in your path as of that moment, that date, that hour. And then I give you some guidance about it if I see that you might need it or would benefit from it. But you still have free will. You're still in charge. We come here with a blueprint, with things set in our path to work on. We come here with, if we were married, we came here with, I'm going to be married. I'm going to either have children or have the choice of having children because you have free will. I come here with this life purpose that I will get to in some way. And how we get to it, how successful we are, what peak we reach, that's our free will. We're not puppets. We're not just playing out a play and we're not in charge. We are, but we come with a script and we can delete from the script, add to the script. We can add little variables and, little as I said, draw things in. So that makes life amazing because we are at the steering wheel. You can go for what you want. And if you're drawn to it, then it's saying you can have it because what you're drawn to is wanted for you. And so claim it. Say it's mine, but don't wait for it to just be handed to you. You have to participate. You have to be ready and be a team member in what you want. And it doesn't matter, by the way, if it's small, if it's medium, if it's large. It just matters that you're participating. And there will be people around you. And sometimes they're all divinely around you, yes. But not everyone around you will be 100% supportive. Not everyone around you will be positive. And there are greatest teachers, the ones that aren't. But understand that if someone is not supporting your work, your journey, your life, personally, professionally, who you are as a person, it's their story. Learn from them. Build up your qualities. Build up your reservoirs. And if you still benefit from them in your life, let them be there. And if you don't, let them go. But everyone around us, even if they're brief, is a teacher, is showing us who we are and who we're meant to be, who we can be, which is a great master ourself. Achieving what you want in your life is only about your happiness, only about your fulfillment. And you have the right to have whatever you would ask for. It is your birthright. Never let anyone tell you differently. Never. Because again, it's from them. It's not universal truth. It's just their feelings and who they choose to be. So never let anyone throw you off track. And another thing, and the last thing I want to end with today, is so important. This is probably the most important thing that I will say to you today. When I say to you, what you put out, you get back, you really have to understand the power of that. Understand that power. If you want prosperity, feel and see everyone with prosperity. Send it to them, wish it for them, want it for them. If you want peace in this world, see the world covered in peace. If you want I already said prosperity, didn't I? But prosperity in any way. If you want love in your life, see everyone having love, want everyone to have love, wish everyone having love. Watch those thoughts and those feelings and those fears. You cannot be jealous of another. Jealousy will come back on you. And I pause now because it would be a consistent thing, because I've had jealousy come upon me, and it's not because I'm jealous. It's just a teaching moment. I mean, if you see something consistently in your life, if you see negativity coming at you in a consistent way from different sources, but it's the same message, you in some way have asked for that. And perhaps I have asked for that to come upon me as a learning tool. But we're talking at this moment about vibration, about energy. You cannot get away with putting out and not having it boomerang right back to you. But it is not something that should be fearful to you. It's actually very empowering. So if you want a cure, you see the person cured. And if you have someone who's dealing with a health issue, see them well, see them cured, see them free. And then not only will they benefit, but you will as well. It's a win-win. I was watching the news today, and I just had another realization, another reinforcement, another validation that I need to watch my access. But what I did during watching it is I sent out warmth, love, peace, healing to every person involved in every story. That's what I'm talking about. Send out what you truly within yourself want to receive back. If someone around you is short and cranky, without even, yes, be kind with your words, but also with your inner self. Send them warmth. Send them kindness. Someone was so kind to me the other day. They didn't need to be. They were overtly kind in the store. And I said to them, thank you so much for your kindness. I meant that. And you see, by feeling that gratitude, by feeling that appreciation, I multiplied. I multiplied the blessings they will receive, and I multiplied the blessings that I will receive, and hopefully I multiplied the blessings of all who witness the moment. But you can't fake it. There are people who fake it. Now, in the beginning of this podcast, I told you can fake it before you make it. I talked about walking around feeling that what you have is already yours. But yes, there are moments where we're not feeling great, but we're still kind. Yes, do that. But what I'm talking about here in this last moment as well is that there are people that will speak and they're not authentic. Always be authentic too. Be kind. Don't complain about how you're feeling or the bad day you're having. Don't do that. But also don't walk around this world saying it's all good and you love doing this and you love giving and all this, because universe knows when you're a fraud. And they will show you that you're a fraud through circumstances and people. So yes, can we have a fraudulent moment? Absolutely. But if you're living a fraudulent life, the circumstances will come. The consequences will come. And yes, it's called karma will come. So don't fear it. Just make sure that you're authentic. Feel it as you truly are. Just don't speak it. Live it. Breathe it. Talk like it. Think like it. When you do that, the best comes to you. The best circumstances, the best jobs, the best opportunities, the best people. And it's amazing how the universe works. I'm in such awe of the universe. It's almost like a fangirl kind of way. When I see it at work, and I'm not talking negatively, I mean the little whispers of lessons it gives us, how it links things up, how it gives us the opportunity for wisdom and for change through circumstances and people. And it's sometimes, I said it does it so, it can do it, I don't want to call it a whisper again, but it's almost sneaky about it. And you have to catch it. Oh, look at that lined up. Wow. And so watch it. Watch the universe. Because again, it's not only serving all of us, it's most especially serving you. So today, as you go about your day in this week, be cognizant of how you feel. Do you feel your truest self about what you really want in your life? Are you putting out to what you want to see in this world? Have a moment, if you will. You're human, but get right back on it with discipline. Claim it for yourself. Love yourself that much. Do the healing within yourself. Be forceful about you and the wonder that you are, and go full measure on it. That's what I'd like to leave you with today. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're listening to this on YouTube, please like, subscribe, and share. And if you're listening to it on Facebook business page through that link, please also share if you will. Comments are welcome. Please also sign up for my newsletter at lisahop.com too. A new one will be going out. I have some personal journey been going on, but it is balancing again, as I like to say. And I'm about ready to jump on the saddle and start really being involved in my work more fully again. Not just showing up for appointments, but also promoting service in a more larger way. So stay tuned. Please join me. I appreciate you all so very much. And I'll talk to you next time. Thank you so much.